name is Dr. Naalamle Amissah. I'm a lecturer in the Crop Science Department of the University of Ghana. I joined the University of Ghana in 2009, and I'm basically involved in teaching, research and extension. And it's definitely is a joy to be here, to be able to talk about some of my research and try and pass on that kind of information to civil servants. The research design of a research paper is mainly the blueprint with which anybody will work. So it's a document that tells you how you're going to be moving around, and in this particular case it's telling us how the researcher or the authors have carried out the research that they've carried out. So basically looking at what they did, how they did it, how they collected the data, and then it helps us to be able to make inferences that are valid, or to actually judge for ourselves whether the inferences that are being made or the things that they are claiming are actually what they are supposed to be. With a civil servant's experience with or knowledge of research design, it puts that person in a better position to decide that the information that I have before me, does it make sense? Can it be actually used? Should it be something that we should consider? So it puts them in a position where they're actually informed as to whether the piece of information in front of them is relevant to what it is that they intend to write, what it is that they're looking at. And it will help eventually with the relevance of the documents that come out. So at that point they're able to decipher what it is that is important and what it is that is not, or what to include and what not to include in the maybe policy briefs that they are coming up with. It's important that the civil servant will know what the elements of the research design are. So the elements of the research design will start with what the research question, and then it moves on to what kind of design was used in the experiment. Then looks at the sampling. If it's representing a particular population, is it a true representation of that population? How the data is being collected and how it's actually being analyzed. So with all these elements in place, the civil servant is better informed in a position to come up with concrete outcomes of whether the paper is important or it's not. As the saying goes, garbage in, garbage out. So if you have bad information, you're going to come up with bad inferences. So it's very important that the inferences that are being made in the particular papers that we are reading, or the documents that the civil servant has access to or have to decipher from, are things that are based on quality research or quality findings. So anything that because that is definitely going to affect policies that are coming up. It's going to affect inferences that are being made, and it's eventually going to affect us as a country as to what's some of the things that we come up with and the decisions or the things that we decide to work on. Decision per se is based on information. So if the information that you're getting is not good, then the decisions that come out of that information are going to be